What's up, Edgelords? My name is The Kerning, and today we're playing Deathmark. I just kind of found this at my local game shop. It's on the Switch. I thought the art looked interesting. Hey, want to hit up the karaoke place? The new Love and Hero song is out. I'm not feeling up to it today. This story creeped me out earlier. Do you want to hear it? Oh, sure. You remember Miss Yamaguchi? She wears those big glasses. I heard she's gone missing. What? No one knows where she is? Nope, she just disappeared. Just up and poofed from the library. That is spooky. One of the student librarians said she was researching something there. But then she vanished. But she's super diligent, right? One of the students thought it was weird that she'd up and leave like that. So he checked in on her. But when he did... Oh, okay. The only thing left was her arm. It had her really weird scar on it, so it was definitely her arm. A scar? Yeah, it looked like a dog bite. She showed it to me once. She had no idea where it came from. For real? There was a scar like that on Miki's leg, too. Huh? Miki? Wait, that's... the girl who went missing, yeah. That's crazy. Maybe that rumor is true. The one about the cursed scar. Cut it out, you're scaring me. Oh, I think that's the main character. I hear snatches of an idiotic ghost story. They're speaking seriously, but it's obvious they don't believe a word. They're only killing time. Rumors are the best way to do that. The sun's about to set. It's gotten later than I planned. I shouldn't have stuck around to hear that story. I better hurry. Uh-oh. Oh no, blood buff! Blood buff! What is going on? Thunder rumbles in the distance. A huge mansion is in front of me. Strange. I'm sure I was just... My vision blurs. My ears are buzzing. Ugh, my head's swimming. It's almost like I'm drunk. What time is it? I glance at my wrist, but my watch is gone. Did I put it in my coat pocket? But all I find is a business card. Spooky. In elegant printed letters is a name. Saya Kujo, spirit healer. On the back is a photo of the mansion. I guess this must be the Kujo Mansion. I guess this must be Kujo Mansion then. Kujo Mansion. Saya Kujo. Those names sound familiar somehow. One way to find out. Taking a deep breath, I reach out to knock. I stop when I see something on my wrist. Spooky. It's a strange scar. When did that? I could just be imagining this, but I feel an icy chill when I look at it. My fist pounds on the door. No reply. This feels like a Game Maker game. A light appears in the second floor window. It's probably too far from the door for them to hear me knocking. I grasp the doorknob and find it unlocked. No point in staying outside. I'll just go in. I'll apologize to the owner later. The inside is shrouded in darkness. A small beam of light from the window is the only way I can see anything in here. It's dead silent except for the constant ticking of a clock secondhand. I must be in the entrance hall. The atrium extends to the second floor. Anyone home? There's no reply to my shout. Maybe they've soundproofed this place so they can't hear me down here. I guess I need to go upstairs then. A staircase is just visible up ahead. I walk toward it, cutting across the hall. My ears catch a strange noise. I turn to look where it's coming from. Someone's there, enveloped by the dark. I think they're staring at me. Oh. Gulping, I hesitantly make my way over, trepidation slowing my steps. It's a young girl. She doesn't move an inch as I approach. At least it seems that way to me. Doesn't look like she's even breathing. A corpse. Great, I creep myself out. I start to sweat. What should I do? Touch her! With a shaky hand, I slowly reach out and touch her skin. I'm not sure what I expected, but it feels unnatural somehow. Stiff and cold. I press down her arm and she makes the strange sound I heard earlier. Ah, now it makes sense. She's a doll. A doll's joints creak when they're moved. That's what made the noise. What a relief, if disappointing. So is that all the game's gonna be? I carefully begin climbing the stairs, making sure not to trip. As I reach the landing, the sharp sound of a bell breaks the silence. It seems to be coming from above me. It's more like a visual novel, I guess. Looking up, I can spy the outline of a clock. I bet that's what's making the sound. I pause and wait for the clamor to end. It doesn't seem to be stopping. Maybe it's broken. Wait! I pause and wait for the clamor to end. It doesn't seem to be stopping. It's so broken. I'm gonna ignore it. I reach the second floor, ignoring the clock, and head toward the room with a light. Stopping in front of the door, I knock. But again, there's no reply. I try again several times, even calling out, but there's still no answer. I push on the door. It's dark inside. Ooh, I see blood. Strange. I definitely saw lights on in here when I was outside. Wafting through the room is an odd smell. It's sugary, like a ripe fruit. The whole room is permeated with it. Some kind of aromatherapy, maybe? It's not a particularly pleasant smell, though. The aroma draws me further into the room. The floor under my feet feels off, and sounds kind of squishy. It's wet. It dawns on me that I'm smelling something else mixed in with the sweet smell. I know this scent, this metallic tang. What was that? Lightning flashes, and I catch a glimpse of something. The startlingly grotesque object stretches out across the floor beneath my feet. Something strange is there. Stare at it! Oh, it was a girl. It's so bizarre that I can't stop staring. What? What Cthulhu bullshit is this? Blooming flowers are everywhere. They're bursting out of the woman's stomach, her blood-soaked body overwhelmed with them. This is a rated M game, by the way. I wrench my gaze away, horrified. but the hellish image is burned into my mind. I can feel my entire body shaking. Bile rises. I'm going to throw up. Oh, did you see the ghost? I saw the ghost. Oh, I don't like that. I'm sure it's fine. In the next instant, the lights are on. Wait, that's not all. The body is gone, leaving only a stain. This doesn't make sense. It's a bad dream. At least, I'd really much prefer if it was. But the faint smell that remains and the bloodstain crush any hope I had of that. I beat a retreat from the room in an effort to escape this whole bizarre situation. When I stumble back into the hall, the lights are on in here as well. The clock has stopped chiming, too. I decide to have another look around. All the furnishings in here are old enough to be antiques. They match this old-fashioned mansion. Ooh, her eyes are open. Look at that. A large doll sits on a couch. This must be the figure I saw in the dark. One would easily mistake this for a human if they couldn't see the ball joints. Probably belongs to the owner of the mansion. It's only mildly creepy. So what do I do now? Contact the police? Her stomach was full of flour, sir, and the corpse up and vanished like fog. Like anyone would believe that. Welcome to Kujo Mansion. Oh! Oh, is she my friend? The doll moved. It spoke. A different kind of shudder runs through me than the one when I found the corpse. Up until this point, I was nothing more than an observer to all these freaky events. I could distance myself from it, but now, a doll is talking to me. Have I startled you? If so, I sincerely apologize. My master ordered me to behave as a normal doll until told otherwise. The words are elegant and refined, but her face never moves an inch. She may look human, but she clearly isn't. She slowly folds her hands together, so she can move too. I am sorry for not introducing myself. I am called Mary. You have likely seen a number of oddities here already. I see. My master, Saya Kujo, was unable to escape from the mark then. Saya Kujo. Does she mean that corpse? But wait, what's this about a mark? Lady Saya was searching for a way to escape the mark. Were you not also called here by her because of the mark on your arm? She must be talking about this weird scar. Did Saya Kujo invite me to this mansion? When I try to remember, my head hurts. I have something to tell you in place of my late master, but I would like to ask one thing first. Do you know your own name? Well, that was a much simpler question than I had been expecting. It's... Oh, uh-oh. I break out into a sweat. My throat is drying up. Why can't I answer? I'm shocked to find I'm coming up blank. I see. Then it is as I thought. Somehow, Mary knows what's going on with me. Before I offer an explanation, please decide on a temporary name. Things will go much easier if I have a name by which to call you. It is also likely you will find it hard to remain calm if you are nameless. Okay, cool. She's probably right. Better to have some placeholder name than continue life as a hollow, nameless being. Enter the protagonist's last name. Up to 10 letters. Yashiki? Mori. No! Yes. Up to 10 letters. Kazuo. Kura. Actually, Kura. No! There we go. Is Kura fine? Hi. Is Kura Mori okay? It cannot be changed after this. Yeah, I'm good with that. Appearance selection. Yeah, type 1 is the best because it's the edgiest. I'm Kuramori. Understood, Lord Mori. Now I shall explain to you about the mark. It is the seal of death. Those who have it will soon die. You do not believe me? I am certain this sounds absurd to one who has led an uneventful life. However, my master's death proves to be irrefutably true. The corpse's sweet stench comes back to me. That didn't seem like the work of humans. I am afraid that the horror of the mark does not stop there. Victims slowly lose their memories until the day they die. They face death all the while suffering from the terror of losing oneself. Memory loss? That can't be. That'd mean I'm... Yes. The fact that you have forgotten your name proves that death is coming. Lord Mori, you will die this very dawn. Bom bom bom. Death mark! Okay. I guess I wasn't expecting a visual style novel game. I don't know what I was expecting, really. But this is pretty cool. My memory skipped forward a bit after that. I just remember being completely stunned at what Mary revealed to me. I can probably attribute it to memory loss caused by the mark. The next thing I know, I'm lying in a guest room in the mansion. I vaguely recall dragging myself up the stairs and coming here. I must have fallen asleep at some point, and thanks to that I feel a lot better. I'll die at dawn, huh? I try saying it out loud. It's definitely shocking, but I can't say it feels real yet. Doesn't make sense. Way out of the blue. But if it's true, is waiting for my untimely death the only thing I can do? It might be a good idea to ask Mary more about it. I find Mary sitting in the exact same spot as before. She hasn't moved an inch. I doubt a doll gets bored waiting like humans do. Good morning, Lord Mori. Are you feeling better now? Sort of. Wonderful. Since it appears that you have calmed down, I would like to ask a question. What will you do now? I can guide you down only two paths. The first is to wait for death. The second is to fight the mark. Can you help me? If that is what you wish, yes. My master was researching the mark. A few days prior to her death, she found a way to escape it. Regretfully, she passed away before she was able to inform me. So she doesn't know anything after all. There is some time yet before dawn. You have a slim chance. Salvation is a thin thread dangling from heaven. Would that you would grab hold of it, and I shall do my utmost to help. What will you do? I'm gonna fight the mark, obviously. I guess it boils down to whether I trust her. If she's right about all this, my time on Earth is up at dawn. If I don't want to die, then there's no other choice but to resist the mark until then. If she's lying, I'll be fine when morning comes. But am I really alright with that? People are being killed in nonsensical, grotesque ways. Am I going to turn a blind eye to it? This is a life or death decision. I need to think about it carefully. Deadly choice. You'll be faced with choices that can result in death. There is limited time and your soul power will continue to drain. Time's up or wrong answers will result in game over. So be quick but also careful in finding the right answer. I see. Restoring soul power. Completing a deadly choice will restore some soul power. Accelerated dialogue. Dialogue will be sped up while pressing the L button, but certain dialogue cannot be sped up. Backlog. The plus button will display previous dialogue. Auto mode. The R button will activate auto mode. Hiding the dialogue window. You can hide the dialogue window by pressing the X button. Then I shall ask you, will you quietly wait for death, or struggle against the mark? Fight the mark, clearly. Safe. Survived. I've decided to trust you. As you say, Lord Mori. Then I shall carry out the dying wish of my master and aid you. I cannot do much, but feel free to request anything you wish of me. The music gets really loud. I made up my mind, but that doesn't mean I know what I should do. I know squat about the supernatural, and losing my memory makes research impossible. But I don't have a moment to lose. Oh! Did they bring cake? A knock comes from the front door. Who'd come here this late at night? Oh my, what a sign of fate. It seems that other mark bearers have arrived. It is instinct that she knows Oh, that's not her. Is it instinct that she knows these things? Dyslexia strikes again. Maybe she has some kind of mysterious power, being a talking doll and all. No, she's just a robot, man. I beg your pardon, Lord Mori. I do apologize, but could you go greet our guests in my stead? They may experience a shock if a doll such as myself welcomes them. Moreover, while I am able to move my arms, I am unable to walk. Yeah, I got it. I moved to the front door to greet our guests. This is my house now. People fated to die, like me. I wonder what they're like. Who I find at the door are not who I'd expect to see out this late at night. A high schooler. And a small boy. These kids have the mark? No way. We came to see Professor Kujo. Who are you? I can't say I'm a total stranger since I'm here in the mansion. I'm her boyfriend. Oh yeah? Professor Kujo is pretty serious, so that's kinda a surprise. She seems to know Saya Kujo. Now that I think about it, that business card did say spirit healer. Going off this girl's accessories, I get the feeling she's a huge occult fan. I'm Moe Watanabe. I'm here to talk to her about this article she wrote in Oop Arts Monthly. Oop. She pulls an occult magazine out of her bag. Inside is a picture of the mark. The accompanying article says the scar is a soul-inhabiting disease that erases memories. Inquire at Kujo Mansion. This is the same scar, right? Moe lifts her skirt up a bit to show me her leg. Right there on her right thigh is the mark. I think I know what the article means by erasing memories. I've been super forgetful lately. I'm even blanking on my friends' names. That's never happened to me before. Do you think this scar is doing it? That article is obviously bogus. The young boy scoffs. Even kids know better than to believe in ghosts or curses these days. And a high schooler fell for it. You must feel embarrassed about that. But Tsukasa, weren't you hanging around in front of the mansion's gate? Fess up, your scar scares you. Tsukasa seems to have no retort to that. He silently sulks. Looks like a bullseye. It's clear they're both mark bearers. I better bring them over to meet Mary. Moe shrieks excitedly when she gets close. Oh my god, it's so cute! It's a doll, yeah? I've never seen one this big before. The craftsmanship is so detailed. It's almost like it's alive. They're both admiring her when... Welcome to Kujo Mansion. What? It spoke? With that, the two new visitors join our number. They enter this monstrous world that hovers on the precipice of death. God, this game is so edgy. I love it. Mary tells Moe and Tsukasa about the mark once they regain their composure. All about the steady memory loss and their imminent death. Sounds like a ridiculous story, but it gains validity coming from someone like her. Both of their faces pale. Now, if you came specifically here because you believed Lady Saya's article, you must have already experienced the pain of losing your memories. Moe admitted as much earlier, but I can see Tsukasa's face darken. So must be happening to him too. Hey, Moe, I'd like to confirm something. Where were you when you got the mark? My amnesia seems to be worse than theirs, so they might remember. I'm not positive, but I think my mark might be a curse from Hanahiko. Hanahiko? This name is familiar to me. He is the ghost the resident children of this town whisper about, correct? My master was interested in him. So Saya Kujo was curious too. Could be connected to the mark somehow. I'd like to hear more about this ghost. As you wish, Lord Moe. Then I shall tell you the rumors of Hanahiko. Ooh. Chapter 1. That was only a little bit spooky. Oh, did you hear? About that ghost boy all the schools in H City are talking about? Sounds like Hanahiko is back. I heard that he can appear if you peek in a school mirror at night. He'll ask you something. Am I pretty? If you tell him no, you'll be fine, but if you say yes... Give me that red stuff then. And then he just disappears. But that's not all. Hanahiko hates adults, you know. I heard that if the person he asks is an adult, they'll die. And not just drop dead. Their blood is drained from them. And next to the corpse is a single rose. A rose dripping with blood. Sounds like a creepypasta. I guess it kind of is. Rumors can easily be manipulated. Passing from one person to another, assumptions and errors mix in. But they also hold a hint of truth. Miss Moe, do you know anything else? I think I probably got my mark when I was investigating Hanahiko at H Elementary School. This has got to be some sort of clue. I should ask her more about it. When did you notice the mark? I noticed it later in the bath. A strange scar was suddenly on my thigh. It really surprised me. I realized immediately that it had to be what Professor Cujo wrote about. What should I ask next? Why were you at H Elementary? My big dream is to write about the occult, so I'd love to see a ghost. I found this article in a magazine mentioning Hanaiko was seen there. I figured that place would be easier to sneak in than a regular school, since it's been closed down. Oh, an abandoned school? That's never a good idea. Has this girl never played Corpse Party? What should I ask next? Was Hanaiko there? I don't think so, but I can't really say for sure. I went to the mirror, but a shiver suddenly ran down my spine. I got spooked and left. I think I have a handle on what happened. No way to know for sure about the ghost, but there's no denying she had the mark after returning home from H Elementary. Then maybe... Tsukasa glances down at his left hand. Mine might be from Hanahiko too. I noticed it after I got home from T Elementary. That ghost was seen at a lot of schools in H City, right? Maybe he's remembered something. I better ask him some questions too. When was that? Maybe around sunset? I was heading home until I realized I forgot something and turned back. Did you see Hanahiko? No, and I didn't get chills or anything either. Oh, but I think I passed a mirror. I went to the bathroom before going home. What should I ask next? T Elementary? I go to school there. You've probably heard of it since it's a top-ranked elementary in H City. I don't think he knows anymore. Their stories are pretty similar to the Hanaiko rumors. Can't just be a coincidence. You must investigate the places where Hanaiko appeared, for their sake as well as yours. Ah, that's all well and good, but what exactly am I investigating? Death and life coexisting. If the mark originated there, then a way to erase it will also be there. You must find it. Find the key you need to break the mark's curse. That is the only way to escape. And all of a sudden, a huge burden was dropped on my shoulders. It seems that Hanahiko appeared at 2 schools. Where will you investigate? Do I get to save? Is that like an option? H Elementary, I guess. Yeah, that's probably wise. Alright, so that's the log. They'd arrest you on the spot if you tried to sneak into a regular school. A middle-aged man who can't recall his name, let alone address or job title. I'd have no excuses if I got caught. Wanna get going then? Let's do this. Wait, you're coming too? Of course. I haven't given up on seeing Hanahiko yet. She grins at me. Is she really strong? Or is this blind optimism? I'm going too. Hey, not you too. Seriously? My life's on the line here. I don't want the reason I die to be because you messed something up. And that's pretty bold. Good thing you're cute. But to bring kids along with me is... I understand your hesitation. But the mark does not discriminate, stealing lives of children and adults. If they wish to fight their fate, you should honor that. I suppose human logic doesn't fly when dealing with the supernatural. We'll need to prepare ourselves for the worst if we're going to survive. Please take only one mark bearer with you, however. A large group will increase the odds of you being detected by spirits. I also ask that you not waste time dawdling with others on the way. It is possible unnecessary contact may hasten the effects of the mark. Only engage when absolutely necessary. Keep contact with others to a minimum. Have a safe trip. Tadaim... No, that's wrong. Itterashai. Itakimasu. Selecting a partner. First select a mark bearer. Do this in the partner menu. Oh yeah, hey mister. Don't you think it'd be a good idea to take notes on what Mary's told us? Your memory's getting worse all the time. We don't want to forget anything. I don't know when I'll lose my memory again. I'll write down all the information I get and keep it in my file. Something in it might just save our lives at some point. New info was added to the spirit file. Rumors of Hanaiko. Other. Spirit file. Important info on spirits will be added to the spirit file. Check it from your bag. Consult it if you need help. Here we go, we get to save! Finally! Saving and loading. Save at the mansion or haunts. Return to the title screen from the bag to load. Then choose continue. Wow, okay, so that's... Alright. So, thank you all for watching. I think that's going to be it for the first episode here today. Next time, we're going to head out to H Elementary. I'm going to figure out which of these kids to take with me. Probably the high schooler, because she's been there already. But I'm going to be honest, I wasn't expecting a visual novel. I'm very interested in it. The story is interesting, and I like the characters. So I think I'm going to keep with it. If you're interested, please subscribe, maybe hit that like button, and I'll see you next time.